Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I wish today's video was positive. In a way, it could be positive, depending on the outcome. But today's video is for the developers of this game. I don't even know where to start. Um, to be quite honest with you, I'm a little irritated at the game right now, the state of the game. It's a good game, you know, but the player base has no communication with the developers at all on things like that. And I've been noticing a lot of YouTubers talking about it, so I'm like, here's my story, here's my plea, here's my advice. Okay? I'm not a big YouTuber by any means. I do this for fun. I do this because I enjoy watching my videos back and being proud of that, you know. I don't do this. I'm not paid by YouTube. I do this for fun, right? However, many other YouTubers get paid for this. They're affected by this game and how this game operates. So, when you announce Peacemaker, you know, in the new season, that's cool. That's a new update. Thanks for letting us know. We can prepare. We can prepare not to summon for him, because him and his team is very pay to win. But you have to, buy a ton of resources and put them in to even make them viable compared to other teams like the block team. But then, you know, I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I come home, do chores, just get things around the house settled, and then it's finally time to chill. I throw the game open, I turn it on to do my dailies, thinking nothing's changed, and you guys released a Deathstroke banner just out of nowhere. Which in hindsight, it's awesome, right? Deathstroke was my most anticipated character. I needed him, and I have two copies. That's mostly because of luck, right? I got Deathstroke, two copies, and 30 pulls. That is unheard of in gotcha games. That kind of luck is crazy. If I didn't have the amount of super encrypted tokens that I have, and I wasn't able to pull Deathstroke, this would be a very, very different outcome. I would be even more upset than I am right now. But I sympathize with the people that were in that position that weren't able to pull for this guy because they don't have the resources. They didn't have the ability to prepare, to prep themselves for this banner, right? Guys, there has to be better communication with the player base. You gotta have a newsletter or something, some sort of database where it shows upcoming banners, upcoming arena, things. Just a newsletter with news. It could be a week prior, it could be at least 2 weeks. If you're very, very courteous, and respect your player base, I would do it 2 weeks before. And even then, like some things you probably need a month, to prepare. But something, right? We need some sort of heads up that the banner's going to come out. And so we got to prep for it. I was very lucky. I pulled two Deathstrokes in 30 draws. That's unheard of. Other people are not going to be able to pull this guy because they choose not to spend on the game. Creating that fear that, oh, I need to go and spend money to get the extra 50 super encrypted tokens that I'm missing to meet the pity amount and get the character because I have 4 days, 5 days to pull for him is bonkers. Like that mindset, that mentality, that's a scam mentality. That's manipulating your client base, you know, for their money. Yeah, straight out, that's scummy. Scummy behavior from a developer studio, right? I think a lot of people can agree with that. So, developers, come on, man. It's really not hard to communicate. It's not. I went to school for psychology. It's common sense. It's common courtesy to communicate with the people that are spending money on your game. Because we're all here, we love the game. We want it to thrive. Therefore, all we need is some communication to prep, right? I'm speaking out because this is a problem. This is a problem, and it's become a massive issue within the past few weeks. Like multiple times we've explained our issues. The live stream you did was awesome. Awesome. We need more of that. We need a newsletter showing every draw that's happening every month or whatever, Like we just need something to keep us going and to keep us, you know, I just, this game is great. The gameplay, it's one of the best gotchas I've ever played. It's DC, it's got some cool animations. I love the game, but things need to change. The communication needs to change, period. It's becoming a widespread issue and it's affecting so many people. And I feel so bad for the people that are in the position where they're not going to spend because they choose not to. They choose the good way to go, Like I would not spend money either if I was being forced to spend money in 3 days because I couldn't meet the requirements when we weren't even prepped for it. So devs, please, for the love of God, provide better communication. It's as simple as that. You can go in and go to this mailbox every week, every month. Just include a set list of dates where banners are going to show up. It's really that simple. Like, it really is. I've played COD Mobile consistently for 5 years, give or take. And I can tell you, COD Mobile would not be the game that it is today without that communication that it has. And I'm not saying that COD Mobile isn't bad and it doesn't have its issues, because it definitely has issues. But the communication keeps people coming back. It's called respect. It's called treating people like humans, right? It's called treating your customers like they're a human being. Because ultimately, if you don't do that, they're not going to come back. They choose where they put their money. And if you're treating them terribly, if you're yelling at them, if you're telling them they're terrible, if you're not communicating with them or doing basic human needs with them or for them, they're not going to come back and they're not going to spend money on your game. So, for the love of God, devs, please fix this issue. I'm speaking for all DC Worlds Collide players because it's a really bad thing that's going on right now. It's terrible. The game's great. Like, we want to see this game thrive. It's amazing. It has potential to be a great game. You know, this game has also had issues in the past. You've brought it back and you've taken it away before. I'm officially done spending on this game. I'm gonna put that out there right now. Until I see things change, I'm done. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna play this game like it's a casual game. And I hate it because I put so much into it, because I enjoy it. But I'm not seeing any changes. Therefore, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm officially free to play now. Officially. Especially now that I have Deathstroke. He was the last thing that I needed. And I can tell you again, if I was put in that position where I didn't have those super encrypted tokens, I would not have spent money to get him. I would have been mad. I would have completely shut the game down. I play Marvel Strike Force. That's a fun game to me. I'm currently farming the Fantastic Four, and it's going well. I have Doctor Doom. He's my favorite character. He's like almost 500,000 power. That game is great. I play that too. It's got its own issues, but again, they at least communicate. They have updates. I just uh pulled Scorpion, like because the Insidious 6 is coming out. There's different things that you can do to communicate with your player base. And it's that simple as what I mentioned earlier, which is putting mail in the mailbox. Every month, every week, every 2 weeks, just something to give us time to prep. Because ultimately, it's a gotcha game. You're not going to get every character, right? So we have to pick and choose. Give us the opportunity to pick between Peacemaker or Deathstroke. Or if you're a whale, if you want to spend money on the game, you can get both. But the problem is you're not giving us that choice. So that's the video. That's it. So please fix the communication, make it better. It desperately needs that. Desperately. But that's going to be all for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.